Hey, good morning. Look, I took my Christmas wreath off my door. About time. Been up there for 2 years. But anyway, today I'm going to the Beaufort Arsenal, which is the museum. So that should be pretty fun. I hope y'all like it. Alright, I'm on Craven Street, and that's where the museum is. And just put money in the meter, so it looks like I got an hour. But hey, wanted to show you guys this across the street. Right, and this building here used to be Bayside Salon. My girlfriend Libby owned it. Cute little adorable salon. But look what 303 Associates has done. This is all guest houses for the Beaufort Inn, and it's just like gorgeous. And they have outdoor seating here in the courtyard, and all these houses adjacent are all part of 303 Associates. I should take a tour in there, huh? Oh, the door's open. Alright, as I move closer to the arsenal, which is right over there, this used to be the old firehouse. And then look, I noticed it says National Park Service, U.S. Department of Interior, Construction Era National Monument. But look, National Park Service. I think I'm going to go in there. Just going to open the door. Yeah, it says City Meat Market and Firehouse. Circulated in 1911, Historic Beaufort Foundation. I'll just peek in there and see what this is. There might be a nature job or something for me in there. Alright, there was a meeting going on with like 20 people in there in the main lobby. So, not able to get in there right now. Alright, I've reached the entrance, museum, Beaufort History Museum. Watch your step. Hi there, how are y'all?
Hi, good. You all?
I don't think they're from here. So here they have some product from Low Country Produce. Isn't that cool? Dwight Garrett is who comes to mind. Look, this one here is a sweet potato butter. This is the one that was featured on the Oprah Winfrey Show. Here's some of my favorites. All right, thank you, ma'am. All right, here's some pamphlets of some favorite places. There's Breakwater, there's Dockside, Hearth Pizza, Plums. Where's Saltus? Saltus should be over here. No, Saltus needs to get some menus over here. So here's something here with the Indians on Paris Island watching the ship built by the French and the colonists. The Huguenot, Jean Ribault, who came to Paris Island and built Fort Charles, 1562. So he ended up leaving and then left his men on Paris Island, which they built this ship with only materials that were on the island. So it's quite interesting. And there's some Indian artifacts, arrowheads, shark teeth. There's a grinding stone. I don't know if you can see the dip in it. Oh, that's cool. Look at that axe. Look, those are gaming pieces that they used to play games with. How about that? Pieces of pottery, some found by the Savannah River. And then this was an excavation she was telling me from from the 80s and 90s out on Paris Island. So since then they have limited the archaeology digs to only be done with trees that have fallen. That was that dig I went on about a month ago. Here it talks about the Yamasee War. It's a good read right there. And that was used to mash sugar. There's some little child's seeding and cotton. And let's see what this bell says. It says a Confederate soldier bell.
Right across from you. They have it laid out, so if you go across the bridge down at David Blaine's Island on Nakusa,
There's no description of that picture. I'll ask later. Oh. And this was the old building back when I was growing up in the late 60s, early 70s, where it was Little Miss Beaufort, which now is the College of Beaufort, incorporated in 1795. It erected in 1852. Anyone know who that is? An Army general? And this is a Confederate war bond, circulated in 1864. All right, so that was pretty interesting. Oh, here is a wood-burning stove. The stove was used in a laundry in Mather School, which established in Bostonian Rachel Crane Mather in 1867 to reach young freed women to read, write, and learn a trade. Oh, this is not a burning stove, but they would. But yeah, so they learned how to iron clothes for the men and women. if anybody is interested in visiting Beaufort, this is, I think, the best tours. It's guided historic tours, Spirit of Old Beaufort. And anyway, they dress in costume, and it's pretty cool. There's a lot of other options. But anyway, 843-525-0459. Who are those people? Castaway Fishing Charter. Tales of the Low Country. I'm sure we all have some stories growing up. Oh yeah, gotta have a walk and wine. And then Fort Fremont. So that's the exit right there. But that building right there, or that door, which is part of this arsenal, Beaufort Arsenal, back in the day. Anyway, there was a courtroom in there. Yeah, it was family court. I remember going to that with my friend Libby. Alright, I'm off the beaten path, but this is the Beaufort Library. It says, in memory of Wendy Allen. Isn't that awesome? Alright, I'm back in the car. I went to Low Country Produce. And anyway, about that bell, I did ask that lady, like, what's the story behind the bell? She says that bell came from Pinckney Plantation, which was a farm plantation over there where Habersham is. There was 4 homes, and it was owned by Mr. Pinckney. I don't believe he was the Mr. Pinckney from Braze Island that was over in Cuba at the time, but a different Pinckney. And that bell was rung for the men that were out in the fields. They weren't slaves, but for the men to come back in for the evening. How about that? Which I guess also symbolized dinner time. Alright, hope you. And this is overlooking Bay Street. This is the Beaufort River. You see all the sailboats out there? It's beautiful out here. Look at the big oak trees. Alright, I'm at the stop sign here of Ribault and Bay Street, waiting for it to change. I'm going to go down Depot Road. I'm going to show you my job that I got after I came back to Beaufort from Nevada. I was spending a lot of time with my dad, and yeah, I didn't work for a little while, and then he finally told me, he says, Rose, I think it's a good time for you to get a job. I'm like, really? Alright, it's green. So anyway, I said, okay. So he took me down to the employment office there on Boundary Street, and sure enough, the first job I went to, I got hired. So anyway, that's when my life began. Anyway, alright, turn it around here in a minute. Okay, so that's Depot Road, and at the end of Depot Road, this used to be a big old warehouse back there, and that was called March Inc. Distributors. We sold Stroh's beer, Hams, Foster's, St. Pauli Girl, gosh, other no name, but Stroh's was a big seller back then. Hams was like the cheapest thing ever. It was like $4 and something for a case. But anyway, I was Girl Friday. I did office work. I also learned how to drive the forklift. I unloaded trucks. I inventoried the trucks when they came in, you know, counted them, balanced them out, made deposits. And then at some point, Pearlstein's, that was Pearlstein's over there, which was the Budweiser distributorship. They came over after they bought March Inc. and offered me a job, and I asked what I would be doing. So I asked what I would be doing, and they said, we have a nighttime key punch key punch operator job open, and of course I didn't know what that was, so they explained that it was a 10 key adding machine where everything had an item number and a quantity, customer number, employee number, yeah, everything was numbers. So anyway, I had to hand put all that in there. So I practiced for like over a week and went to my job interview, and I got the job. So there I became a junior programmer, and anyway, we were there for quite a few years until we moved out towards Okatee, or what's that called? I can't remember. But anyway, I met good people along my way there. Real nice. And that is the Spanish Moss Trail. So I think that goes for like 5 or 7 miles. I think I'm gonna go to the pawn shop. I haven't been to a pawn shop in like forever. Plus I know this lady. What's her name? Cheryl? No, Charlotte. Charlotte. That's her name. Charlotte, where am I at? I'm at Port Road Gun and Pawn. I'm on my way home now. Looks like we might have a storm tonight. So I know that the birdies are going to be hungry, so I need to feed them. Because they got a long night ahead of them. Anyway, hope everybody's safe. I hope all the trees don't absorb too much of that water. Because we sure don't want any of them to fall. Alright. Hope everybody has a good day. Or a good night. Yeah. It's almost nap time. Almost. Alright, here's my little Brian. My goodness. Yeah, baby. That was quick. Where's your others? Where's the daddy? Where's he at? Where's the other one? There he is. He was quick, wasn't he? Hey, Bullet. Hey, Maggie, girlfriend. There's my nasturtium. Alright, I'm hoping to get a good shot of this. The male will come and feed the female. See how she's flapping her wings? Look. Isn't that just precious? Cardinals do the same thing, watch. I love it. Y'all are not going to believe who is so close here. Look who comes in the picture. That's my towhee.